Trump's Christmas miracle in New York City. Opening scene. It was a crisp December evening in New York City, the streets glistening under the glow of countless Christmas lights. The holiday spirit was everywhere. Carolers sang, children played in the snow, and families shopped for last-minute presents. The towering skyscrapers stood majestically against the darkening sky, their windows twinkling with festive displays. The atmosphere was warm and joyful, except in one small neighborhood in Brooklyn, where hope seemed to be fading. In an old, run-down apartment building, a group of families struggled to stay afloat. Their homes were cold, and with Christmas approaching, it seemed like their chances of having a festive holiday were slim. Some didn't even have enough money for a proper meal. In the heart of the city, Donald Trump was preparing for his annual holiday charity event. However, this year, he decided to do something a little different, something more personal. He wanted to bring holiday cheer to those who might not have the luxury of a comfortable home, let alone a celebration. Introduction to the characters. Trump, dressed in his signature suit and with his trusted security detail, drove through the streets of Brooklyn, looking for a place where his help might make the biggest difference. He knew that not every family had the same opportunities, and he wanted to change that at least for a few families this Christmas. He stopped in front of an old apartment complex. The brick building looked weathered, but the families inside were undoubtedly full of resilience. Trump got out of the car and walked through the entrance, his footsteps echoing on the cold tile floor. As he entered the building, he noticed a young girl, around 9 years old, standing by a window. She gazed out at the snow falling gently in the street below. Her name was Emily. Her family was struggling. Her father had recently lost his job, and her mother was working multiple shifts just to keep food on the table. Emily's face lit up when she saw the man who had been all over the news. "Wait, you're Donald Trump!" she exclaimed in surprise, her eyes wide with disbelief. Trump smiled and nodded. "Yes, I am. And you must be Emily, right?" Emily nodded hesitantly, unsure of how to act in front of someone so famous. "Yes, I'm Emily." Trump crouched down to her level. "It's nice to meet you, Emily. What are you looking at?" Emily pointed outside. "I was just thinking about how beautiful the snow looks, but I wish we could have a real Christmas this year. My parents are working so hard, and we don't have much. It's not easy when it feels like everyone else has so much more." Trump could see the sadness in her eyes. She was a child who had dreams just like every other child, but circumstances had made those dreams seem far away. The struggle. Trump, moved by Emily's words, learned more about her family's situation. Emily's mother, who had been working as a waitress at a local diner, was doing everything she could to make ends meet. Emily's father had been laid off from his factory job, and despite his best efforts, he couldn't find work during the holiday season. As Trump listened, he knew he couldn't just walk away. He had to do something. He had the resources, the connections, and the heart to help. The plan. "I think it's time we change that," Trump said, his voice filled with determination. No one should feel hopeless, especially during the holidays. Trump immediately made calls to his team. He arranged for a truck filled with Christmas trees, gifts, warm clothes, and food to be delivered to the building. Within hours, the once dim hallway was alive with activity as volunteers, organized by Trump's team, began to unload everything from the truck. Emily and her family couldn't believe their eyes when they saw the truck pull up. "What is all this for?" Emily's mother asked, standing at the door in disbelief. "For you," Trump replied with a grin. "Merry Christmas." The Christmas Eve miracle. That Christmas Eve, the apartment building was transformed. A massive Christmas tree stood in the lobby, decorated with shimmering ornaments and twinkling lights. Each apartment was filled with warm meals, freshly baked cookies, and blankets to keep everyone cozy during the cold night. The children gathered around the tree, eager to open their gifts. Emily was handed a beautifully wrapped box. She opened it carefully, revealing a teddy bear she had wanted for so long. Her eyes filled with tears of joy as she hugged it tightly. "Thank you, Mr. Trump. This is the best gift ever," Emily exclaimed, her voice quivering with emotion. Trump smiled, watching the joy on the faces of the children and the gratitude in the eyes of the parents. He walked over to Emily and knelt down beside her. "You deserve it, Emily. Every child deserves a Christmas they'll remember." Double quotes. As the night continued, Trump didn't just help provide gifts and food, he offered something much more valuable: hope. He spoke to the families about the importance of perseverance, of holding on to your dreams, no matter how difficult life may seem. He reminded them that they were not alone. The note As the evening came to a close, Trump took a moment to speak with Emily's parents. "I want you to know that I'm here to help," he said. "We'll make sure you have what you need this season and beyond. No family should have to struggle alone." Before he left, Trump gave Emily a special gift, a note he had written just for her. On the paper, in bold, simple letters, were the words, "To Emily, keep dreaming big. Anything is possible if you believe in yourself. Never give up on your dreams. Donald Trump." Emily stared at the note for a long time, overwhelmed by the kindness she had received. It wasn't just the toys or the food, it was the belief that someone cared enough to help, someone who believed in her future. Conclusion: that Christmas, Trump didn't just change a few families' lives, he reminded everyone that the true spirit of the holiday season lies in helping those in need, in spreading love and joy to others. The families in that apartment building would never forget the Christmas miracle they experienced. As Trump walked out into the snow-covered streets of New York, he couldn't help but smile. He had done something meaningful. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Let's inspire each other to follow our dreams and help others.